Okay, this is the one everyone's been waiting for, the big UFC 200 pre-fight show. So yeah, this is a pre-fight show, the main card of UFC 200, possibly the biggest pay-per-view in UFC history. So let's get started. Yeah, there's no small matches on this main card. This is a stacked main card, and then the prelims are stacked too with Kat Zingano and Juliana Pena, and then you got Johnny Hendricks versus Kelvin Gastelum, and TJ Dillashaw, former bantamweight champion, versus Rafael Sunsao. So let's get started with yeah, let's do a pre-fight of the main card, shall we? I'll save the main event for last. So to kick off the main card in the heavyweight division, we have Travis Browne versus Cain Velasquez. And this one is basically, sorry Travis, love you man, you're one of my favorite fighters, great guy, but this open shut case, I feel like, even though Travis Browne has great takedown defense, Cain Velasquez, Division I All-American wrestler, with wrestling credentials through the roof, black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he doesn't want to stand and bang with Travis Browne, so he goes for the takedown, and he gets it. And then when he gets it, he ground and pounds, and I think when he ground and pounds, he'll get a TKO victory, round one. It's open and shut case, end of story. Law and Order could do an episode on this. It'll be sad to see Travis Browne lose, but of course I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm picking Cain Velasquez, TKO or KO round one. Then in the featherweight division, for the UFC featherweight interim title of the world, we got Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar. This one, I feel like, is another open and shut case. I believe this will be a quick fight too. I'm picking Frankie Edgar, first round knockout. I see this fight playing out possibly the way that Frankie Edgar knocked out Chad Mendes in the first round. So I think this match lasts a minute or two. It's not going to be as quick as when Conor knocked out Jose and how he did in 13 seconds. I got this fight lasting a minute or two. I think Jose overcommits on some of his strikes, and then Frankie has worked on his boxing since the last fight quite a bit, especially training with high caliber fighters he has, and hanging out with Eddie Alvarez, who's now the UFC lightweight champ. That Frankie Edgar gets it done, first round knockout. So this is an open and shut case. You're looking at your new UFC interim featherweight champ of the world, Frankie the Answer Edgar. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have, I think they should have just made this fight a title fight, but it's Anderson Silva jumping up to light heavyweight, going up against the UFC light heavyweight champ Daniel Cormier. And this one, I feel like it's, this one I picked first round as well. I picked, there's no way Daniel Cormier is going to want to stand and bang with Anderson Silva. And Anderson Silva can be taken down, and Daniel Cormier, being Olympic caliber wrestler that he is, will get a takedown. And then when he does, Anderson Silva will try to go for submissions off his back. Now, however, people forget that Daniel Cormier is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So his submission defense is going to be high up there with Anderson Silva's. So Anderson Silva can go for all the submissions off his back as he wants, and Daniel Cormier will be fine in his guard and just pounding him out. And then it'll be a quick night, quick payday for Daniel Cormier, and I think he gets it done ground and pound in the guard of Anderson Silva. And it's a quick victory in this non-title fight. I think they should just put the belt on the line for this, because it's a light heavyweight fight, so might as well, but nonetheless, it's a non-title fight, and it'll be a win for Daniel Cormier, who will still, regardless, whatever the case is, will be a light heavyweight champ still. And then in the co-main event in the heavyweight division, we got Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt. Yeah, this one, yeah. Surprise, surprise. I picked first round knockout for Mark Hunt. I think Brock Lesnar goes for some takedowns early on. He might try to stand and bang and be technical with Mark Hunt, but then Mark Hunt will just land one shot on Brock, and Brock will either A, get knocked out, or B, stunned, and when he gets stunned, I think he will tense up and then get desperate for the takedown. But I think Mark Hunt will be too fresh in the first round that it'll be harder to take him down than, say, it was the second or third round. That he'll avoid getting taken down, at least initially. And then in the clinch, Mark Hunt will land some uppercuts on Brock, and Brock will back up, and then that'll create distance for Mark Hunt to land some knockout strikes, and then he'll get the knockout. So somewhere in that mix, Mark Hunt will get a knockout here. I think, yeah, KO/TKO round 1 for Mark Hunt. Then in the women's bantamweight division, we have Miesha Cupcake Tate defending her women's bantamweight title against Amanda Nunes. Now, you know, looking back at Amanda Nunes' record, she's beat some veterans in the sport like Shayna Baszler and Sarah McMahon. However, something that I noticed is that she's lost to some of the higher profile fighters, and like I'm looking at this going, you know what, I see this as she's a tough, durable veteran, and she's going to be tough to finish. Miesha Tate is the champ, and she's fought the who's who and beat the who's who. And I got Miesha Tate winning 10-9 every round. She gets a unanimous decision here. I think this quite possibly could be the only fight that goes to a decision. Yeah, Amanda Nunes has great ground skills in submissions, but her wrestling I don't think is going to be as good as Miesha Tate's. And I think Miesha Tate most likely wins by unanimous decision here, but possibly a third or fourth round knockout would be my second guess. But I think Miesha Tate gets it done here, and she defends her belt for the first time at UFC 200 in the main event, and it'll be a glorious day for Miesha Tate. But yeah, Amanda Nunes, I mean, she has a chance. She's, a tough, durable veteran, and she's only lost to the people that it's no shame to lose to, and she's beat people that in theory she should beat for the most part. But of course, me being a Shayna Baszler fan, I was hoping Shayna would win that fight, but yeah, that didn't happen. But anyways, nonetheless, Miesha Tate gets it done here, defends her belt, and I'm picking unanimous decision victory. So there you have it. And of course, I'm devastated John Jones not on this card. I think we all are. And stay tuned for my post-fight show in the coming days for UFC 200. And until then, see ya.